Up next is 4-13, and this gilt's got some blue speckles, some pigment there on her hip. Beyond that, she's solid white. But, for me, color really doesn't matter when they look like this one. And for all intents and purposes, I think this one truly is elite. We've watched this one for a long time. She comes from a very good litter of pigs. Not entirely sure what her destination is just yet, but this is one that collectively here around the farm, we've had very high hopes for this one. She's an absolute crickets king of the hill. Her mother would be one of the 59s, and those 59s have found their way to the top of the heap of cricket sows around the farm. They'd be litter mates to the bear that won the open show at Missouri State Fair a couple summers ago, and then they're backed by the old king of the hill gone viral sow that's now at Team Sloan. But 4-13, I think there's plenty to say about this one.
Yeah, this has been a really good litter, and one that's honestly been down for just a minute. As you can see, this one decided to make friends the night before we videoed. But regardless, this has been a litter that's been, studied often. There's a pair of brothers and a couple gilts, and this one's been a standout. For everything on paper of why it makes sense, her bone, her hair, her skull, her rib shape, all that fits perfectly. Then you've got just a shot of extra look and length of hip and running gear. I think is so good here. This one's awfully good. It doesn't really matter what your goal is, where your show is, what you want to do. This is one that you need to try and get rounded up because I think she's awfully good and has unlimited potential going forward.
And I think in this day and age when there are enough opportunities now for, quote, light crosses and where blue ones can show separate. I think all too often we automatically segment them and segue them off into that category. But, this is one that if she were belted, I don't think we'd be talking about that. If she were black, I don't think we'd be talking about that. If she were chromed up and a sure enough dark cross, I don't even think we'd be talking about that. She's incredible, regardless of what color she is, and I think the fact that she is blue gives you lots of flexibility going forward.
Yeah, I mean, far too often anymore, the blues are becoming better than the darks, and I think this is one of those cases where she's heavier duty, she's stouter than a lot of gilts will be in general, no matter what her color. Then whenever you can slide into a light colored division and get you that much closer to the end of the night, I think that's a huge advantage for this one.